Hi everybody, this is Tony D'Angelo with Collegiate EmPowerment. Just want to say thanks to those participants who joined us for our May 2009 teleseminar called Focus on Progress, Not Perfection, in which we covered these two tools. Number one was the key to lifetime happiness, and number two was the empowerment focuser. Let's do a quick visual recap for you so you can share this with yourself, you can share this with your colleagues, your students, and get it out to the world, and our support in helping you take higher education deeper. The first concept was the key to lifetime happiness. Now remember, I said what I want you to start to do is give yourself permission to think about your vision in context of the horizon. So the great question is if you and I were standing on the edge of the ocean, we're staring at where the water and the sky meet, the thing called the horizon, and I said, hey, let's swim there, would we actually ever be able to really reach the horizon? No. Why? Because the horizon is a fixed point of reference. In other words, it's every 26 miles is the horizon, or you'll get the point here in a second. The horizon is 26 miles out from the point of where you're standing. So if we're in a boat about 50 to 100 miles out to sea, guess what? 26 miles is that horizon. So your vision is something to support you, to inspire you, to give you goals, to help you set your outcomes that you want to achieve, and most importantly, your vision, like the horizon, is there to inspire you. See, the problem is most of us let our vision limit our horizons, because we get caught in that thing we talked about earlier called the gap. So let me first share with you the key to lifetime unhappiness. Now again, you can draw this simple diagram for your students and for your colleagues. It's a circle and 3 lines. As you can tell, I'm an award-winning artist, okay? There's the smiley face. In the top line, we're going to write the word vision. Better yet, let's write the word ideal, because that's what you're trying to strive for or achieve. So you've got this ideal. Second line is your current reality. Again, that is current reality. So you got your vision or ideal, your current reality, and then here in the bottom line is your past results. All right? So the idea to the key to lifetime unhappiness is this. It's constantly assessing where you are right now to this ideal that you hope to achieve someday. In other words, you're doing that. And if you do that, you're going to experience this, lifetime unhappiness, okay? In other words, you get caught in what we call the gap. Now, not the gap, all right, the store that we like. I'm talking about the gap between where you are and where you aspire to be. And this is the gap where we lose all of our students. This is where they slowly, over time, become disengaged from our institutions, from our campus community, and our culture. What happens here is because of this disease of perfectionitis, you begin to erode confidence, and they get sucked in to the gap. So, on the flip side, what's the key to lifetime happiness? How do we actually achieve this bigger ideal of lifetime happiness? How do we do it? It's super simple. It's this. The key to lifetime happiness is don't measure forward. The key to lifetime happiness is to measure backward. I don't care if it was May 6th when you first heard this concept, or you heard it years and years ago. For the past 10 years we've been teaching this. But the key to lifetime happiness is about measuring not forward, but backwards to honor how far you've actually come. So as you watch this segment right now, just realize, even if you've heard this concept hundreds of times before, that today, this very moment, right now, in that instance, is a point in your life of reference that at one point you just to dream about, and today is a day for you to realize and to really honor how far you've come. So the key mantra of this whole insight, of this whole tool, is up here. Focus on progress, not perfection. Remember, at Collegiate EmPowerment, we say perfectionism is unacceptable. It's all about progress, in that every day, in every way, we get better and better. So, that's the concept. What's the tool that we use to put the concept into actual action? That's the second tool. The tool we're going to come back to in July to visit with you with, and that is a tool called the Empowerment Focuser. Now, Joe referenced this on our call, but let me ask you a couple of questions. What color is the piece of paper right behind me on the board there? It's white, right? What color is the white lettering on my shirt? White. What color is this napkin? White, right? What color is this handout? All right, white. Let me ask you a question. What do cows drink? Why'd you just say milk? Cows drink what? I mean, honestly, how many have ever seen another cow go over to another cow and say, yo, Bessie, can I have a sip? You don't see that. And some of you are sitting there arguing with me on your computer going, oh, baby calves drink milk. I didn't ask you that. I said, what do cows drink? And you said cows drink milk, when you know, in fact, cows drink what? Water. That's right. So what just happened? Well, I put the empowerment focuser into practice for you. I got you to shift your focus, and you began to respond intellectually, something you knew that was not true, because what happened is you had an emotional override. And that's what the empowerment focuser is all about. The fundamental reality is that whatever you consciously choose to focus on, or unconsciously focus on, will expand. So, let me say that again. Whatever you focus on will expand. So it's critical to your success, to your student's success, to the world's success, is that you focus on what it is that you want, not what you don't want. Now, that's easy to say. It's possible to think, but you need a tool, a construct. And that's where we brought up the concept called the empowerment focuser. And the empowerment focuser is really about doing, number one, identifying an achievement, okay, and better yet, and or a success, okay? Now, as noted by Bob Kerr at Oregon State and Jennifer Schreier at Albion College, they said something really important. If you heard what they said, it doesn't need to be a huge success. It's all about progress. So it could be little teeny things. So what we're going to do on a weekly, monthly, quarterly basis is we're going to start to look at our lives and honor how far we've actually come and honor the progress that we've actually made. And we're going to focus on progress, not perfection. And how do we do that? By sitting down and first using it as a muscle that you're going to start to use and identify what is going right for me, what is going right for our community, what is going right for you, my student, as you'll begin to say as you have interactions and dialogue, as you teach them to focus on progress and not perfection. Then what you're going to do is you're going to say the first step is to identify the success. The second step is the reason why. Okay? What is the reason? Sorry for my reason why it's important. In other words, what's the emotional juice? Why is that important to you? Not the world, but to you. Why is it meaningful? Okay? This is where it really gives you that emotional momentum to really move it and take it to the next level. Now, that's the next step is, what is the further progress? In other words, how can you expand upon that? What's the further progress? In other words, success leaves clues. I can't tell you how many times we lose the wisdom of our recent success because we don't stop and document and reflect on our true success. So in other words, you're at the end of the semester right now. You just had a great event. The question I would ask myself right away is, how can I systematize this so I have success in the same way next year? Or how can I make this better? Or what can we do again next year to improve upon this? That is one of the key things, the further progress. And the last column on the empowerment focuser, and the most important one to me, you see, I'm an idealist, but I'm a pragmatic idealist. In other words, if it doesn't work in the real world, then what's the point? But if it doesn't touch something higher, deeper, grander, and greater than us, then why the hell did you waste your time? It's this. What's the specific action? All right? What's the specific action you're going to take? And what I mean by that is a date, a time, a dollar, a pound. You're going to have a calendar. You're going to have something on there that is specific, that is quantifiable. So in other words, take, for example, one of our clients who did the success of leaving the office 3 nights before 6 o'clock. The reason why, she wanted to create balance in her life. Further progress, I want to do it 4 times next week. Specifically when? Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'm not going to be here after 6 p.m. Specific, it's further progress, reinforces the why, and fundamentally it's about expanding what you want to see grow in your life. So, there you have it. 2 new tools from Collegiate Empowerment. Tool number 1, the key to lifetime happiness. The lesson in that tool is focus on progress, not perfection. Tool number 2, we're going to come back together in July, and whenever we talk to you again, we're going to whip out that next tool, that muscle you're going to use to work. It's called the Empowerment Focuser, and it is going to get you to focus on progress, not perfection, by honoring your success and helping you expand upon that success even more. So, with that being said, on behalf of myself, my colleague Joe Urbanski, our moderator and host of our teleseminars, and everyone here at Collegiate Empowerment, this is Tony D'Angelo saying thank you so very much, and of course, follow your vision and continue to take higher education deeper. Stay well. Bye-bye.